And we're live. Hey, boo, hey. All right. I am going to give y'all a couple of seconds. Oh, wait. Let me go ahead and plug this in now because nobody has time for any low batteries. We don't have time for it today. Hey, my loves. Hey, hey, hey. It is Teas Tuesday. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but you know that it's time. That's all I got. That's all I got. Hey, y'all. All right. I'm so happy y'all are joining me for Teas Tuesday. ATI Teas Tuesday. What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. Please drop where you are from. Drop your name, where you're from. Is it your first time? Are you a repeat offender? Hello. Happy International Women's Day. My post is coming soon. Happy International Women's Day. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. For those of you guys that have been following me for a while, you guys know I had my hysterectomy like 4 years ago. And I'm not gonna lie, every year I struggle just a bit on International Women's Day. It gets easier and easier, but like, I don't know. It's just something about that just, it doesn't make me question like my womanhood. I obviously know that I'm a woman, but it makes it just a little bit of a sore. It's a little bit sore. So happy International Women's Day to me and every other woman, uterus or not, out there, okay? So happy International Women's Day and happy Teas Tuesday Jeopardy review. Hey, hey, hey. I'm in Atlanta too. Awesome job, guys. All right, so a lot of you guys are taking your ATI TEAS soon. Perfect. That's why we're here. We do this review every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And even if I'm not able to come and do it live, which is very rare, usually I'm sick, but in the event that I can't come on and do a live, I still make sure you guys get your weekly questions through the app. So if you guys do not have the Nurse Sam app, make sure you download it, because even if you miss Teas Tuesday or if I don't have it live, you will always get the questions on the Nurse Sam app. So it's 20 questions because we have 4 categories: math, reading, science, English, and we have 5 questions per category. So every week we have 20 brand new ATI TEAS questions to help you guys practice for perfection, okay? Now these questions and this review is going to be sponsored by none other than, can y'all guess? nursehub.com, or if you want to check out their Instagram, it's nursehubgram. We're going to be doing an awesome giveaway today with them. So after our Teas Tuesday, make sure you have my post notifications on. I'll be posting their giveaway so you guys can have 1 free month of their premium prescription content for their either ATI TEAS, HESI, Wonderlic, whatever your entrance exam needs are. You don't just get the free practice test, you get the premium content, all right? So it's pretty amazing. You get thousands and thousands and thousands of questions, ATI TEAS style questions. So if you like the types of questions that we're going to be going over, these are going to be the same questions that that you're going to find on nursehub.com, okay? So let me go ahead and put their information right here in the comments. All right. And they have a wonderful pass guarantee. So if you guys are looking for an extra, review resource, make sure you guys check out nursehub.com. They've helped over 25,000 nursing students or pre-nursing students get into nursing school and pass their nursing school exams or their pre-nursing school exams or entrance exams. So make sure you check them out, okay? I am posting it now. And let me pin that. How do I do that? I put my own comment right here. Okay, I did. Awesome. All right, guys. So like I said, we have our 4 categories today. Now, if this is your first time, I'm going to just go over the rules with you guys. You guys know this is ATI TEAS Jeopardy. It's Teas Tuesday. ATI TEAS on a Tuesday. Okay, it's our Jeopardy review. We are going to be going over the math and science questions because this is Instagram Live. We're going to do it verbally. You will be able to access these same questions after we get off of live, okay? Because we play for prizes. I don't like to expose the questions before we go over it. Obviously, that's cheating. So you guys will still be able to get these same questions and review it and go over it even after we go over the math and science. I like to leave the reading and the English to you guys because you guys really need to read and see the screen. So that's the perfect reason why I say to download the Nurse Sam app. It's literally the Nurse Sam, iOS, Android, whatever. Download the app, play NCLEX Prep, and it's the mobile NCLEX Jeopardy. This is Teas Tuesday. It's Teas Prep. Play the mobile Teas Tuesday game, just like the one that we're about to play. We're just going to go over math and science verbally, and then let you guys go over reading and English so you guys can see the punctuation, the spelling errors, and really get to, read the passages at your own pace. That's something that I can't read to you because on the day of the test, you're not going to have somebody reading it to you. You're going to have to read it. So, practice makes perfect. I try to make sure you guys are practicing as close as possible as how the test is actually going to be the day of, okay? Now, let me see if you guys have any questions. Boop, boopity boop. Nurse Hub will help with HESI. It helps with ATI TEAS, helps with HESI, and it helps with Wonderlic. Whatever your nursing program entrance exam prefers of the three, it has thousands of questions for either of those, okay? So it's not one size fits all. If it's ATI TEAS, you need to study ATI TEAS. If your school needs you to take and pass HESI, you need to study HESI questions and HESI review stuff, okay? Sometimes they overlap, but I just like to call a spade a spade. If this program is made for ATI TEAS, I wouldn't be so confident in trying to use it to study for the HESI. You can, some of it, like I said, some of it overlaps, but it's specific structures to the types of tests. HESI is HESI for a reason. ATI TEAS is ATI TEAS for a reason. Wonderlic is Wonderlic for a reason, okay? So make sure you are matching whatever review with the correct review, okay? But Nurse Hub offers all three, all right? Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me look at your questions. All right. Awesome job. Okay, perfect. Now, we are playing for prizes. We are playing for a free ATI TEAS bundle. It's regularly $39. It includes math, science, reading, and English, and the Slay Anatomy kit. Altogether, it's a 123-page bundle. Also includes the exclusive ATI TEAS study planner that's only available in the ATI TEAS bundle. So two people are going to be getting that for free today with the highest scores, okay? So how are we going to read? How are we going to play? I'm going to read the question. I'm going to read the answer choices. You guys are going to respond in true Jeopardy-like fashion and say what is, and then whatever the answer is. So it's gonna be multiple choice, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So if the answer is gonna be 3, in order to qualify as the correct answer, you have to say what is 3. Remember, this is Jeopardy. So we're gonna have to play Jeopardy style. You have to say what is before you answer, okay? Just a tip. If you type in what is in the comment bar right now and just copy and paste that thing, it'll shave off a couple seconds each and every time, because you guys will come to know when you're playing, these people, they don't play about their free stuff. They don't play about their points. They don't play about being first, okay? They will be answering as soon as possible. So just save yourself and just shave off a couple seconds and just copy and paste what is into the comment bar, and then just choose whatever the answer is, 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? After each question, we're going to go over the rationale, all right? We're not just answering questions and just all willy-nilly. We're actually going for comprehension, okay? We're not memorizing nothing, all right? It's comprehension. We're going to go over the rationale and really understand why we got the answer correct or wrong, whatever the case may be. But let me say this disclaimer. Because this is Instagram Live, y'all know, no offense, Instagram, but it's a little janky sometimes. But my screen, maybe it's internet, whatever. But my screen is what I can only see. Okay, I can't see what's on your screen, what's on Mary Sue's screen, what's on Jocelyn Hernandez's screen. I can't see it. I can only see what's on mine. So if on my screen it says that Lil Baby is first, and he said, you know, what is whatever first, I gotta go by what's on my screen. Okay, so just in case, you know, Jada answers right below Lil Baby on my screen, but on your screen, Jada answered first before Lil Baby. Not the robot, right? Just in case Jada answered first on your screen and not mine, I have to go by what's on my screen, okay? So don't shoot me. This is just for fun, but like, us playing for prizes is just for fun. The real meats and the real point of this is that you get the answer correct. Or if you don't get the answer correct, you really get an understanding and a grasp of why the answer is the correct answer and not what you chose. So you can take that into the real ATI TEAS, and you don't have to say what is or whatever on the ATI TEAS. That's just us playing for whatever. You just have to answer it. You don't have to be first on the ATI TEAS. You could take your time, but still be within the time frame. All right. This is just incentivized to make it fun, just to motivate you guys to study and just to, you know, shake things up and just make it fun and motivating. All right. So with that being said, hey, with that being said, if you guys have any questions, drop them now. Yes, you can just pay for the reading English by itself. If you just go to the study bar, go to the link in my my bio, just go to ATI TEAS study kits. You'll see the bundle, but you'll also see the individual study kits. You can buy the math individually, the reading/English individually, and the science and the Slay Anatomy individually. But if you need all those in one, I advise that you get the bundle because it'll be more expensive if you get it bundle by bundle. I'm not bundle, study kit by study kit instead of just all together in the bundle. Okay? All right. I think I answered that. Okay, perfect. I am totally staying at LPN for good. Totes staying at LPN. All right, but that's me. Don't gotta be you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you guys are ready to get started, give me a thumbs up and give me a category that you guys want to start with. You want to start with math or science? I'm gonna start with science. Like I said, remember we're playing math and science on live. And I'm leaving reading in English to y'all because I'm not gonna lie, it's boring to me. I don't like it. Y'all can read it on your own time on the app for free. All right, so let's go ahead and do. Here's my pen. Oh, don't do this. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and do science for 300. Science for 300, guys. Science for 300. All right, like I said, I'm going to read the answer. I'm going to read the answer choices, and you guys can go ahead and choose what is and then whatever the answer is, and we'll see who wins, okay? All right, so first question, science for 300. The adrenal glands, which are primarily responsible for producing the hormones cortisol and aldosterone, are located where? 1, sphenoid bone of the skull. 2, anterior to the larynx. 3, on top of each kidney. Or 4, at the back of the thyroid. I'm going to read that again. The adrenal glands, which are primarily responsible for producing the hormones cortisol and aldosterone, are located where? Is it 1, the sphenoid bone of the skull? 2, the anterior to the larynx? 3, on top of each kidney? Or 4, at the back of the thyroid? All right, I am seeing you guys answer. Let's go ahead and give it a couple seconds and let's look at what that answer is. All right, our answer is what is 3 on top of each kidney? On top of each kidney. So let's see who the first person is to get what is 3 on my screen. Okay, let's look and see. All right, so who's the first person to get what is 3? 33 pretty natural. Oh, that's cute because the answer is 3 and you got 2 3s in the, that's cute. All right. So 33 pretty natural. Congratulations. You are on the scoreboard with 300 points. And you just won 300 points. 3 is your lucky number, sis. 3 is your lucky number. All right. So 33 pretty natural. You're on the scoreboard with 300 points. All right, so just in case you weren't first, I'm going to still call your name out and praise you because you still got the answer correct, okay? Because remember, on the ATI TEAS, it's not about who's first, second, third. It's about who gets the answer correct, okay? Within the time frame allotted. So congrats again, 33 Pretty, for being first. But all my boos that got it correct, Andrea Garza, Strong Liz, Hopkins Ebony, Sherelle, remember to say what is, Sherelle, Ariana, Mad Mac, Negri, Go Getta, Jamai, Rihanna, Kimmy G, Jenny, Asia, Miss Jazz, wait, no, Asia. Awesome job. All right. So yes, it was number 3 on top of each kidney. All right. So let's go ahead and go over the rationale. So the adrenal glands, like we said, which are responsible for producing the hormones cortisol and aldosterone, they sit and are located on top of each kidney. Okay. I'm going to show you guys the visual that we have. And I'm going to sing y'all the song that we use in nursing school to remember this. I'm going to show y'all. All right. This is your kidneys. Okay. And these are your adrenal glands just sitting ever so pretty on top of it. Ever so pretty on top of it. So the song that we had in nursing school, I don't remember who came up with this. I can't remember what student. I don't even know if it was me. But we used to, whenever we heard the word on adrenal glands, as far as location, we would just automatically sing, on top of those kidneys. I don't know the rest of the words. But yes, that was just the song that would just play in my head automatically whenever I would see the word adrenal glands. On top of each kidney, all covered in blood. I don't know. But yes, go ahead and let that be something to just boost your memory, remind you of where the adrenal glands sit, which is on top of the kidney, okay? Sitting pretty on top of the kidneys. All right, so great job again to you guys, and great job 33 Pretty for getting 300 on the scoreboard. Let's go ahead and go to the next question. All right. Now let's do a math. Let's do a math. Let's do math for 200. Math for 200. That's going to stay in your head, isn't it? It's going to stay in your head. All right, guys. Math for 200. All right. Rainbow Mountain in Peru is 5,200 meters in altitude. Given that 1 meter is 3.28 feet, how many feet is the altitude of Rainbow Mountain? I'm going to read that one more again. All right. Rainbow Mountain in Peru, 5,200 meters. Okay. I'm going to let y'all see this. I'm going to let y'all see this question so y'all can see the answer choices as well. All right, here we go. All right, Rainbow Mountain in Peru is 5,200 meters in altitude. Given that 1 meter is 3.28 feet, how many feet is the altitude of Rainbow Mountain? Is it 1, 20,900 feet, 2, 17,056 feet, 3, 16,127 feet, or 4, 18,003 feet? Rainbow Mountain is 5,200 meters. In altitude. We're given that 1 meter is 3.28 feet. Given that, how many feet is the altitude of Rainbow Mountain? All right, sounds like y'all have kind of like a scale going on, right? Let's go ahead and work this question out. actually. You guys like it when I'm actually, when I do the math questions and actually work it out. So let's go ahead and work this out together. All right, so the answer is, what is 17,056 feet? That is the answer, 17,056 feet. Who got what is 2 first? So let me scroll. Yaja. All right. Yaja. Wait, let me go back to my scoreboard. I'm on the wrong thing. All right, Yaja, you are on the scoreboard with 200 points. You're the first person to say what is 2. Get that correct on my screen. So where are you? Yajira with a bunch of A's. 93. 200 points. Awesome job. All right. You are right below 33 Pretty Natural. And who has 300 points? And you, Yaja, you have 200 points. So great job. All right. All my boos that also got what is 2, but just didn't get it first. It's okay. Steph, 334. Great job. Jenny, great job. Janice, hey boo, hey. Jennifer View, Cheyenne, Jeanne Louise, Jamai, CL Beauty, SCHN 455, Go Getta, period. Great job, everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and go over it so we can go over it together and figure out how we got to 17,056 feet. All right, so let me go ahead and grab. Let's go ahead and turn this. Wait for it. Okay, here we go. Boop. All right, here we go. Go. All right, guys. So we have Rainbow Mountain. That's my mountain. Whoop. Rainbow Mountain. Rainbow Mountain, whatever. Rainbow Mountain. It is 5,200 meters in altitude, right? They also gave us a key that said 1 meter equals 3.28 feet. So we're trying to figure out how many feet is the altitude of Rainbow Mountain. All right. So right off the bat, you already know we have 2 different units of measurement. We have meters and feet. We have a conversion rate. 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. So given this, we can go ahead and set up an equation to figure out what feet is. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and set up our ratio. Okay. So we have our 5,200 meters over X is equal to what they gave us. 1 meter is equal to or over 3.28 feet. Okay. This is our conversion factor and dimensional analysis. Okay, so with this being said, you can just go ahead and move forward and cross multiply, eliminate those ratios, and work it out. All right, so cross multiply 5,200 times 3.28 feet is going to be 17,056 meters times feet. And that equals X meters, because we just cross multiplied. Remember, we're looking for the value of X, so we're just going to divide each side by meters. And that's going to get rid of that unit of measurement. So 17,056, what's left is feet, equals X. Make sense? Did that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next science question. You guys did great. Okay, am I back? Okay, oh wait. Okay, I'm back. All right, do it like a CLB day. Y'all doing great. Y'all are doing great. Okay, let's go ahead and go to our science. And let's do science for another 200. Science for another 2. All right. Okay. Which of the following endocrine glands? Oh, by the way, as far as science goes, the topic for this science category is going to be endocrine system. Okay, so all of our questions are going to be somehow related to the endocrine system for this week. So I'm just letting you guys know that, because once again, just little tidbit, the difference between ATI TEAS 6 and ATI TEAS 7 is the addition of anatomy and physiology, chemistry, biology, and the subtraction of life sciences. So they're going to be getting more into the actual categories of the sciences. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the question. Which of the following endocrine glands has an exocrine function that aids in regulating levels of glucose in the blood? Is it 1, hypothalamus, 2, pancreas, 3, pineal, or 4, adrenal? Lauren, if you're here for an NCLEX is on Thursdays. You 2 days, a little too early. We got all the review for NCLEX, boo. Just wait until Thursday. That's when we're gonna have our live. Okay, so Tuesdays are for TEAS, and then Thursdays are for NCLEX. But you're still welcome to study. This stuff still needs to be known. All right, I'm gonna read that one more again. Which of the following endocrine glands has an exocrine function that aids in regulating levels of glucose in the blood? Is it 1, the hypothalamus? Is it 2, the pancreas? Is it 3, the pineal? Or is it 4, the adrenal? Let's look and see what that answer is. All right, the answer is, what is 2, the pancreas? What is 2, the pancreas? Let's see who got what is 2 correct first. Jennifer View. Hey, Jen. All right, Jennifer, you are on the scoreboard with 200 points and tied with Iaja. Jennifer View, 200. Let's see who else got what is 2. Steph, Go Getta, Strong Liz, Cheyenne, Slimpy Rachie, 33 Pretty, Asia, Mel, Courtney, Andrea, Miss Oh So Lovely. Figure. All right, awesome job. Yes, it is the pancreas. All right, so rationale wise, what threw you guys off? Was it the exocrine function? Is that what threw you guys off? All right, so rationale says the pancreas is both an endocrine and exocrine gland. As an exocrine gland, it produces bicarbonate and the enzymes necessary for the digestion of foods in the small intestine. As an endocrine gland, it produces the hormones insulin and glucagon, which regulate the levels of glucose in the blood. The hypothalamus, the pineal, and adrenal glands, those are all endocrine glands that produce releasing and inhibiting hormones such as melatonin, cortisol, and aldosterone, all respectively. Okay, that's the hormones that they release, all of which have nothing to do with regulating glucose in the blood. Okay, so when you think of endocrine exocrine gland regulating glucose of the blood, I need you to think of pancreas. For those that chose pineal, what hormone? Let me not say that. Yeah, what hormone does the pineal gland secrete? For 100 points, I think I just said it too. Whatever. What hormone? What hormone does the pineal gland secrete? Yes, it has to do with sleep. Yes, Strong Liz. Thank you. Great job. So pineal gland, I don't want you to confuse the P for pancreas and the P for pineal. All right. Pineal is like up here somewhere. All right. And that has to do with like your circadian rhythm. My husband says the Arcadian rhythm. Don't listen to him. It's the circadian rhythm. It's your sleep cycle. All right. The pineal gland secretes melatonin. Y'all know what y'all be popping 3 milligrams of for sleep to your patients. I'm just kidding. But yes, melatonin is that sleep hormone that's going to help you obviously go to sleep. But that is secreted by the pineal gland, not the pancreas. That has to do with sleep, not your blood sugar. Okay. Adrenal glands, we talked about that. Sits where? On top of those kidneys. And it secretes cortisol. All right. And then the hypothalamus is just not the answer. All right. So let's go ahead. And I said who's what is two, right? I got that answer. Yep, I sure did. Perfect. No. So Strong Liz. Who y'all be giving the melatonins to? Strong Liz. Is it yourself? Strong Liz, you're on the scoreboard with 100 points for getting that melatonin first. So great job. All right. Pineal gland secretes melatonin. Pancreas secretes insulin and glucagon, both of which help regulate the blood sugars in your sugars in your blood. Great job. Someone said kids. I have no kids, but that's funny. That is funny. What y'all do? Sprinkle it in the Capri Sun? What do y'all do? All right, let's go ahead and go to our next math question. Let's do math for 400. Math for 400. I know y'all hate math. I know it. I just know it so much. All right, guys. A donut shop has sold 40 donuts today. If they started the day with 6 dozen donuts, what percentage of their donuts have they sold? 1, 55.55%. 2, 66.66%. 3, 44.44%. Or 4, 33.33%. That's confusing because there's so many different numbers. I'm going to show y'all though. All right, so here we go. A donut shop, they sold 40 donuts, not 40 dozen, just 40 donuts. They started the day with 6 dozen donuts. What percentage of the donuts have they sold? All right, is it 1, 55.55%? 2, 66.66%. I hope it's not that one because I don't do them numbers. And then 3, 44.44%, or 4, 33.33%. Let's look and see what that answer is. And it is 1, 55.55%. Good. I like the number 5. 5's a good, lucky number. 5 and 4 have been my numbers. So, all right, guys. So the answer, once again, is what is 1, 55.55%. So let's see who got that first. Who got what is 1 first? Yaja. All right, Yaja, you're already on the scoreboard with 200 points. So you just got another 400 points added to your score, which brings you to a grand total of 600 points and putting you in first place and in the lead. So congrats, kudos to you, love. Now let's see who else got it. They may not have gotten first, but they still got the answer correct. And once again, that's all that matters. Okay, so let's see who else got this correct. Jenny, Phoenix Rising, Steph, Strong Liz, RR Lifestyle, A Piece of Peace. Yes, neurotic, right? Whoop whoop. And then I hate math. But you got it right, Phoenix Rising. All right, so we are going to use the percent formula to solve. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and just bring out. I like math questions when they have to do with food or have to do with when they have to do with food. It's just one that makes it more fun for me it makes me more anticipated to actually solve it. That's just me being a fatty. And I think it's really just because I want to draw a donut. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, so, I just want to draw a donut real quick. I like my donuts with sprinkles. All right, sure. We have our donuts, okay? A donut shop. They started with 40 donuts. No, they sold 40 donuts. I totally butchered that word. Donuts. So they sold 40 donuts. Okay? They started their day with 6 dozen. All right? We know what dozen mean. Dozen is just another word for 12. All right, so if they have 6 dozen, and then we know that 12 come in a dozen, 6 times 12 is 72. So even though they're saying 6 dozen, they really started with 72 donuts, singular donuts. Okay, so that's what they began with. Began with 72, sold 40. Keep that in mind. Okay, now it's asking us what percentage of the donuts that they sold, not how many donuts they sold. All right, so the percent formula is part over whole. And that's going to give you your percentage. All right, so let's go ahead and plug in where we can. Okay. It says first we have to determine the part. In this problem, the part is the number of donuts that have been sold. So how many donuts have been sold? 40. So the part is going to be 40. All right. Remember that the problem tells us that the shop started with 6 dozen donuts. We already did that. It gave us 72. So the whole number, once again, is going to be 72. So this is our part over our whole, and that's going to give us our percentage. Okay, so remember, we're just going to set that up in an equation. So we have our part over our whole, which is going to give us our x over 100. And then we just cross multiply and solve for x. So 100 times 40 is going to be the same thing as 72 times x. So that's going to be 4,000. That's going to be 72x. Divide both sides by 72. That's going to be 55.55 equals x. So 40 is 55.55% of 72. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up. All right. A lot of these questions, like these math questions, they may seem intimidating, but really all you're doing is just plugging in variables in an equation. And usually in the equations, usually a fraction, you cross multiply. Okay, especially when it's studying something like when you're doing something like percentages or trying to figure out, part over whole or something like that. Make sure you know the equations, and then you can just kind of plug in the variables because they're already going to give you the variables. You may have to convert between units, but they will give you the key. So just like that last one where we had to figure out about Rainbow Mountain, and they gave it to us in meters, but we had to figure out in feet. But they gave us the key, like 1 meter equals however many feet. All right. Somebody said, let me see it one more time. Boop. There you go. All right. There was a scene in Mean Girls. I'm gonna replay it for you guys. Remember, think about it. But when she was asking, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that because that's actually going to be a really good thing to help you guys, because I don't know if you guys, if I feel like everyone's seen like Mean Girls. If not, you definitely should. But there's a specific part in Mean Girls when she's talking about how many calories from fat is this, and then Katie's like, oh, you just cross multiply and solve for the value of X. And literally, that's exactly what we did here. Okay. All right. So go ahead and that's how you see it. Y'all got it? Y'all got it? Okay, cool. All right. Great job once again. All right, let's go ahead and go over the scoreboard really quick. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that? Okay, let's go over the scoreboard one more time. I'm glad y'all love that. I have to post that. I think it's already posted, to be honest. I'm going to repost it for you guys. All right, so we have Yaja in first place with 600 points, and then we have 33 Pretty Natural in second place, and then Jennifer Views in third, and then Strong Liz is in fourth with 100 points. It can still be anybody's game. We got like 20 more minutes to go, okay? We love a Mean Girls reference, period. Yes. Okay, so we just did math. Let's do science. Let's do science for 500. Let's do science for 500. Now remember, this is endocrine system. Okay? Endocrine system. All right. Which of the following functions as an integration center between the endocrine and nervous system? Which of the following functions as an integration center between the endocrine and nervous system? Is it 1, the pineal gland, 2, the hypothalamus, 4, the pituitary gland, or 3, the pituitary gland, or 4, the thyroid? Now, best you ever had said, what is brain? Miss Mamas. Miss Mamas. I'm not an option. All right, I'm going to say it one more time. Which of the following functions as an integration center between the endocrine system and the nervous system? Is it 1, the pineal gland, 2, the hypothalamus, 3, the pituitary gland, or 4, the thyroid? What's that link between the endocrine and nervous system? Let me see. Okay, I see you. All right. Let's look and see what that I just tell y'all the answer. Let's see what that answer is. And it is, what is 2? I suck. What is 2? Hypothalamus. Yes. What does the hypothalamus do exactly? What's the function of the hypothalamus? What's that when you think of hypothalamus, there's another word that I want y'all to just instantly think about. That should instantly pop into your brain. It should be synonymous with hypothalamus, to be honest. It also starts with an H. Let me just hint you there. Hypothalamus, when you think of hypothalamus, you should think of this other H word. What is it? Ooh, what is it? It's an H word. Oh, nope. It's not as specific as temp. Another word for balance that starts with an H. Another word for balance that starts with an H. Nope, not hormones. When you think of hypothalamus, that integration center, homeostasis, best you ever had, period. Yes, absolutely. It is homeostasis, not just hormones. You should think of hormones when you think of pituitary gland, but homeostasis is what you should think about with hypothalamus. Remember, your hypothalamus is like your what do they used to call it? It's like your control center. That's why they said integration center between the endocrine and nervous system. That was a little hint. Not hormones. Yeah, I like where y'all going with hormones, but that's not what you guys should think of when you think of hypothalamus. You can think of hormones for pituitary all you want, but for hypothalamus, I want you to think about homeostasis, that balance. Okay. The nervous and endocrine systems, they work together to maintain homeostasis. Remember, it said that it functioned as an integration center between the endocrine and nervous system. That's what the question said, okay? Now, those two systems work together to maintain homeostasis, all right? The hypothalamus functions as that link between those two systems. It regulates and controls the functions of those other endocrine systems, okay? So it's like the master control center of all the other endocrine systems. So even though, it does, even though it's the master and it does control hormones, there's like the pituitary is like the gatekeeper of the hormones, and then the hypothalamus is like the grand key master of everything. Okay, it just makes sure that everything's working properly. You good? A pituitary gland, you good? You straight? You need anything? You good? You Gucci? Cool. Adrenal glands, how y'all doing on top of those kidneys? Y'all okay? All right. I'll see you again when I'm making my rounds. That's the hypothalamus. It maintains that homeostasis, maintains that balance. Okay? All right. So, who got me that? Someone said my brain fire. That's okay. That is okay. That's why we do these Teas Tuesday for these reviews, because let me tell you, if I wasn't writing these and actually doing these myself, I can't tell you how many of these I would get wrong. If you don't practice it, you lose it. So don't beat yourselves up. All right. You guys are doing amazing. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. I'm obsessed with that song right now. I'm sorry. I signed up for Zeus and I just been watching Jocelyn's Cabaret for like 3 nights. I'm sorry. When I think of homeostasis, I think of home base. That's another H word. Homeostasis. If it works for you, great. When you think of homeostasis, home base, that's a great link, okay? All right, let's go ahead and go to our next question. Did I say who got the answer right? No. Who was the first person to get what is 2? Wait for it. First person to get what is 2 or hypothalamus is, wait for it, Andrea Garza. Yep. Andrea Garza, you on the scoreboard with 500 points. Andrea Garza. Wait, I lost you. Come back. There you are. Andrea Garza, 03. All right, so you on the scoreboard with 500 points. That just puts you into second place. See what I mean? Why it can be anybody's game. Just come in and take like a 500 pointer and then boom, first or second place. It's crazy. But that makes it more fun. All right. So congrats again. Let's see who else got what is 2. I'm going to shout you out. 1 second. Andrea Garza, I already said you. You got it first. Steph, Jennifer View, Coco Future RN, Mo Watt, Yaja, Siptastic, Lauren, Asia, Riley, Nursefulness. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You're amazing. You don't suck. And then when I was telling you guys the whole answers about the homeostasis, and y'all was saying hormones, that was still a good answer. But homeostasis, best you ever had, got that one first. Oh, I see you, are a lifestyle. You definitely meant to. I see you. Homeostasis. Awesome job. All right. Let's go ahead and go into our next question. Okay. Now, hold on. We're going to do this next math question, but using what I said and using what we did last time, I really want y'all to try this, okay? Same type of question, different variables or whatever, but I just want to practice makes perfect, okay? So, remember what I said about Mean Girls? Let me bring up the actual quote. Mean Girls calories quote. 1 second. Okay, so Regina was like, I'm only eating foods with less than 30% calories of fat. And then Katie was like, hold on, let me go to it one more time. Okay, Regina. I'm Regina. Ready? We're gonna role play. I'm Regina. 120 calories and 48 calories from fat. What percent is that? This is Gretchen. 48 into 120. Regina's like, I'm only eating foods with less than 30% calories of fat. And then here come Katie, oh smart behind. It's 40%. It's 40%. Well, 48 over 120 equals X over 100. And then you cross multiply and get the value of X. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. One more time. Katie said, it's 40%. Well, 48 over 120 equals X over 100. And then you cross multiply and get the value of X. And then Regina said, whatever, I'm getting cheese fries. Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries. That's y'all. That is y'all whenever it comes to math. Whatever, girl, I'm getting cheese fries. I'm getting this answer wrong. So let that stick in your head, okay? Remember that line. Regina said 120 calories and 48 calories from fat. What percent is that? 48 into 120? 48 over 120 equals X over 100. Then you cross multiply and get the value of X. I'm saying this over because I want y'all to get this in y'all head. Such a great quote, such a fun movie quote, but repeat that in your head when I'm about to read this next question, okay? All right. Here we go. Regina wants to read 54 books this year. By the end of February, she has read 13 books. What percentage of her goal has she read? 1, 32%. 2, 89%. 3, 21%. Or 4, 24%. I'm going to read that one more time. Regina wants to read 54 books this year. By the end of February, she has read 13 books. She wants to read 54 books this year, and by the end of February, she's already read 13. What percentage of her goal has she read? Is it 1, 32%? Is it 2, 89%? Is it 3, 21%? Or is it 4, 24%? What is our answer? Based off of this wonderful Mean Girls quote that we just did, I'm about to make a reel and a TikTok with that, I promise. What is our percentage? Let me look and see what y'all saying. Y'all want to see it? Wait, I'm going to let y'all see it. Oh, wait, I can't let y'all see it. I'm going to let y'all see it in a second. But, hold on. Let's look and see what we got. Remember, she wants to read 54 books this year. By the end of February, she's only read 13. Those are only two numbers you need. Okay? So remember, the part over a whole equals X over 100. That's what you need to remember. Whatever two numbers they give you, they're going to give you a whole number. They're going to give you a number that's higher than the other one. All right? So you're going to put the lesser number on the top and the whole and the higher number on the bottom, and then equal it to X over 100. So easy. I literally just gave you out the equation. All you got to do whenever you have percentage questions like this is plug and play. Plug that baby in and play. Part over a whole, the lesser number over the bigger number, equals X over 100. And what's that going to give us? The answer is 424%. 424%. Now let's go ahead and see who got that. Let me see who got it. All right, so we gonna go through it. Trust me, we gonna go through it. Trust when I say we're going through it. Okay. Now, remember. Let's go ahead. Mean Girls is definitely educational. All right, so This time we got books. How you draw a book? It's going to be the book today. It is going to be the book today. Sure. Yep, that's our book. All right, so we have our part over our whole equals our x over 100. Our question says that Regina wants to read 54 books. By the end of February, she's read 13. So 54 is going to be our whole, and 13 is going to be our part. Now we're just going to bring this baby down. We are going to bring this baby down. That's going to equal x over 100. Because what did Katie say? The part, 13 is going to go into 54, and then you equal it to x over 100, cross multiply, and then get the value of x. That's what you said, correct? Cool. Now, let's just go ahead. We already have it set up. Let's just go ahead and cross multiply. 54 times x equals 13 times 100. That's going to equal 1,300. Divide both sides by 54 to isolate x. 1,300 over 54 is going to give us 24. Well, ain't that crazy? Well, look at God. 24. So 13, look at that. 13 is actually 24% of 54. Ain't that crazy? Look at God. Jesus. Okay, so that is how you get, that applies for percentages. That's how, because that's literally how you get that's the equation. Part over a whole. And when you're trying to actually get what percentage of it, you find that x, and that's when you equal to x over 100. Hold on, let me see what you guys are saying. Yep, it is D. All right, so y'all saw how it was 24%, right? We just went over it. Now remember, all of these this replay is going to go into the Study Bar Community Vault, which is going live for everybody on 3/15. So all the TEAS that we've had for the past couple months, all the NCLEX Jeopardies that we've had for the past few months, they're going to be stored in there in just a nice video vault. There's literally like 8. You have hours and hours of review, okay, in the Study Bar community of both ATI TEAS and NCLEX Jeopardy, okay? Now, let me look and see. Lauren said one more for practice. Yes. Hold on. This method only applies when it's 2 numbers involved in the word problem, correct? Correct. Because there's 2 parts because there's 2 parts of that equation, a part over a whole. So those are the 2 numbers that you're referring to, just the partial and then the whole. That's how you get a percentage. So that's only going to be kind of those 2 numbers that's really going to get, unless they try to throw in another one that's going to completely like throw you off. But I doubt that. Let me look and see what y'all are saying. Awesome. I'm so glad y'all got that. Okay. Now let's do a science. Oh, wait. Okay, let's do one more science. Just because we don't have to we don't have to work anything out for this science. So let's just go ahead and do this last science for the road. Let me go back to my scoreboard 1 second. There you are. Okay. Last question. And it is for that'll be petty if I give y'all a question. do... Oh my gosh, your math skills are growing. I'm so proud of y'all. All right, let's do... wait for it. Wait for it. I'm gonna give y'all a good one. A good one. Ooh. Sure, let's do this one. Because it always confused me in school, so let's do it. All right. Blank is the mechanism of glandular secretion in which stimulation results in continuous production of a hormone above the normal level. So blank is the mechanism of glandular secretion in which stimulation results in continuous production of a hormone above the normal level. Is that the definition of homeostasis, negative feedback, thermoregulation, or positive feedback? Is it 1, homeostasis, 2, negative feedback, 3, thermoregulation, or 4, positive feedback? What is the mechanism of glandular secretion in which stimulation results in continuous production of a hormone above the normal level? Is it 1, homeostasis, 2, negative feedback, 3, thermoregulation, or 4, positive feedback? Negative feedback is number 2, not number 3, negri. So I'm going to read that one more time. Is it 1, homeostasis, 2, negative feedback, 3, thermoregulation, or 4, positive feedback? What is our answer? And our answer is, for the win, number 4, positive feedback. It is positive feedback. Let's see who got number 4, or what is 4 first incorrect. Nurse Phyllis, you would have got it, but you have to say what is. You have to say what is in order to be answered correct. But Nurse Phyllis did get the actual answer correct. So awesome job, Nurse Phyllis. I see you. But the person that gets the point is Steph334. They said what is 4 first. So awesome job, Steph. 334. You on the scoreboard with 400 points. Awesome job. So who else got positive feedback? Or number 4. Let's see who else. Hopkins Ebony. Hopkins Ebony. Awesome job. Cutie Ash. Miss Oh So Lovely. Jackie O. Are you the real Jackie O? Naomi Samuels. Mara, Asia Bella, Janice, Jemai, Mama Mia, no, I said probably first. Always go with your gut. All right, so the answer once again was 4, positive feedback. Quick little tip, okay? Whenever you have a question and you have answers, like for example, you had a negative feedback as an answer choice, and you had a positive feedback as an answer choice. It's pretty much opposites of each other. Whenever you have an opposite of one another, more than likely one of those answers is going to be the answer. So quick little exam tip for you guys. It don't matter if it's this exam, the real estate exam, Sesame Street exam. If it's 2 answer choices on a multiple choice question that's not select all apply, and 2 of the answers are opposite of each other, that's a hint letting you know that it's one of the 2. Okay, more than likely it's going to be one of the two. So just in case you didn't know, like you were in between all 4 answers and didn't know, you could shave off 2 of those answers and really get your best educated guess on by just knowing that, okay, this is an opposite answer. So more than likely it's going to be one of these. And the answer, once again, was for positive feedback, not negative, but positive. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I was always so confused about the difference between the negative and a positive. Like, what exactly would constitute a negative feedback? What's a positive feedback? I struggled with that for so long. So we would just start coming up with examples. Okay, this is an example of a positive feedback loop, and this is an example of a negative feedback loop. So let's go ahead and get some examples, okay? So as far as rationale, it says, in a positive feedback loop, it's going to repeat the definition. The mechanism of glandular secretion in which stimulation results in continuous, that's a key word, continuous production of a hormone above, those are the key words, continuous production and above normal level. That's how you know that something's a positive feedback. In a negative feedback system, once the normal level of the product is attained, the production slows down and just stops because it already reached the normal level. But in a positive feedback loop, it doesn't stop once it reaches that level. It just keeps going and going and going. So let's give some examples. Does anybody have an example of a positive or negative? For example, we will always use I think it was contractions, positive feedback loop examples. Yep. All right. So an example of positive feedback loop is childbirth or even lactation. I was just about to go like this. Stop. Okay. Childbirth. So that stretching of that uterine wall and those contractions, that's going to further cause that stretch of those walls until that birth occurs. That is an example of a positive feedback loop. All right. Same thing with lactation. The child feeding on the breast stimulates milk production, which further causes more milk to be let down until the baby stops feeding. That's a positive feedback loop, okay? Now, another one is temperature regulation. Someone said labor is all I know. Listen, sometimes you just got to get that one in your head, that one example in your head just to hold on, and then you can make your educated guesses, because one example is better than none. So you don't need to have this whole list. If you can handle a whole list, more power to you. You got the brain of a god. But for me, if everything that I had to fit in LPN school, I was like, let me just one and done it. So I just wanted a really strong example for a positive and a really strong example for a negative feedback loop. So here's some examples. You can pick which one sticks with you. So positive feedback loops, childbirth, blood clotting, temperature regulation, osmoregulation. That's an example of some positive feedback loops. Now, negative feedback loops, okay, that's going to give us examples of that is going to be, wait one second. That one's going to be body temperature, blood sugar regulation, especially blood sugar regulation. For that one, insulin lowers blood glucose when the levels are high, and the glucagon raises blood glucose when the levels are low. Same thing with thermal regulation. When you are cold, your body shivers to produce heat, and when you're warm, your body sweats to cool off. That's an example of a negative feedback loop. Okay. Does that make sense? Yes. I love how everyone go ahead because honestly, on when you take these exams over and over and these practice exams over and over and over, they start to use the same examples over and over and over. So eventually just unwillingly, like your mind just chooses the example that you see the most of. And I love how everyone literally said the same answer. Everyone was like, labor, childbirth, that's the one that I know of. That's the one probably that you see the most of. That's the one that's when you're getting questioned or when you're getting tested on feedback loops, they use that example because it's an amazing example. So people just go with that. And honestly, if, like I said, one and done. If you have one example of a negative and one example of a positive, you're going to be fine. Okay? It's so crazy how I love it. It's not crazy because I'm telling you, when you're in school, you have to learn this smorgasbord of information. It's just impossible to, when you get into the workplace, to use all that information at once, because you're going to go into a specialized area, whether it's to doctor's office. My first job out of nursing school, I went to a doctor's office. You think I was remembering what the hell a negative feedback loop was? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, she wasn't Miss Mama's. She was not. I was remembering metformin and I was really doing a lot of like pharmacy and like a lot of medication things. So I was on my game with pharmacology. I was on my game with these side effects, these adverse effects, because that's the area that I went in. But ask me about childbirth, ask me about negative feedback loops and all these anatomy no, ma'am. Let me ask Siri. Hold on one second. I'm going to Google it for you. I know it, but don't beat yourself up. You're not going to remember everything at all times. You're going to, when you get into your area, when you get into your field, you're going to utilize what you need, which is going to be something that you either learn and you're going to strengthen that in the workforce. So don't let that be something that gets you kicked out. When I was in the doctor's office, you think I knew how to start someone's IV? You think I knew how to cath somebody? I knew how to, but I did not practice it on a daily basis. If you don't practice it, you lose it. Period. And there was nobody I knew that was just letting me cath them all willy-nilly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no. All right, guys. So that just ended our Teas Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get into our winners. All right, first place is my girl Yaja with 600 points. Congrats to you. So Yaja, let's go ahead and say second place winner. Second place winner is Andrea Garza with 500 points. Andrea Garza 03. So once again, our two winners, congratulations. So Yara, this is not 90 Day Fiance. Yasha 93 and Andrea Garza, congratulations once again. You guys are the winners of tonight's Teas Tuesday. Please DM me your first and last name and your email address. You just won a free ATI TEAS bundle. Regularly goes for $39, but you got it for free. It is digital, but because you are getting the digital version, you can either use it digitally all you want because it's free, or you can print it out professionally by yourself. You can sneak into your mom's office and print. Y'all hear him? Do y'all hear my husband? He's so loud. Y'all hear him? He's so loud, I can't. But yes, go ahead and send me your first name, last name, and your email addresses to my DMs, and I will go ahead and get that ATI TEAS 123-page bundle featuring the math study kit, science, SLAY anatomy for, specifically that anatomy, chemistry, and biology, and the reading in English. All right, you're going to also get some exclusive things inside the ATI TEAS bundle. It's going to help you pass ATI TEAS. We have some tips on how to pass it, the structure of the whole ATI TEAS, the difference between ATI TEAS 6 and the upcoming ATI TEAS 7, and an ATI TEAS study planner, all within that bundle. You guys get that for free. So awesome job, everybody. We are also doing a wonderful giveaway coming shortly. Like literally, I'm about to post it for you guys that are still interested in Nurse Hub and their wonderful premium content. They have free practice tests, so you guys can go ahead and kind of get a feel of how they how their questions are. And then if you want more, especially more not categorized, but specialized to whatever entrance exam you're studying for, whether that be ATI TEAS, HESI, or Wonderlic. They're going to have that premium content there, and someone's going to win a whole free month of Nurse Hub and that practice course. Okay, so yay. Congratulations. Let me see. Yajera93 won and Andrea Garza won. Once again, send me your information to my DM so I can send that to you guys. For you guys that are taking your TEAS pretty soon, first of all, you guys got this. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all have been coming to TEAS Tuesday, and if you haven't been there before and just here today, if this was an example of how you're gonna do on TEAS, then I'm afraid for the TEAS. I'm afraid for the TEAS because you're about to come and kill it. Period. Okay, so let this be a motivational. Let this make you feel good, because y'all were killing it tonight. Okay, killing it tonight. I'm so proud of you guys. If you guys want to practice the questions from last week, they're still up on the app. Give me about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and transfer over this week's questions into the app. 100% free. Like I said, I started this business to make sure that you guys get into nursing school, survive nursing school, graduate from nursing school, and then pass that NCLEX so you be the wonderful nurses I know y'all can be that don't dilute pain meds. Happy International Women's Day. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let me see what y'all are saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's free. Yeah, the app is free. The app is totally free. Yeah, just download it, iOS, Android, and you get free practice questions for the NCLEX and the TEAS every week. Oh, I don't play about y'all. No, ma'am. I don't play about y'all. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And if y'all have any questions, please let me know. For those that are studying for the NCLEX, I will see y'all Thursday for the same thing, for the same fun, okay? See y'all later.